My dudes, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Griffy Dungeon Talk. Today we're tackling the Stone of the Bulwark build, where I attempt to get it done and show you how OP it can be. So, let's get into it. For stat boost, we have +3 to base damage. We have start each dungeon run with 2 gray and RNG items, +1 drop chance for each gray RNG. Enhancers drop 25% more, hoping for an RNG voucher. Shop prices of RNG scale up 15% slower. High rarity RNG items, aka green or better, 25% more likely. And 100% chance to start dungeon run with 1 purple RNG items of 4 choices for our legendary, so we get Stone of the Bulwark right off the get-go. Our cards, +80% total dungeon damage, +65% dungeon MP regen, because Stone of the Bulwark nukes mana regen, so we want to make sure that we have that up. 20% dungeon drop rate, just for the extra drops. Dungeon money, just to give us more RNG items. +10% block chance, because we're doing a build with spiky spine as well, because it increases block chance, so we need as much block chance as possible. 35% dungeon move speed, which is just quality of life, and 100% RNG item rarity. Now I have 100% just because I use the top left chip and the bottom right chip to double the card effect. It works. That's a World 4 item. And also I use the potato chip to increase attack speed. Now we have all that covered. Let's get into the dungeon. Okay, are we gonna get lucky on the coin flip here? Sharp eye, nice. Coin flip, there it is. So we're gonna make this hard on us. We're gonna take Stone of the Bulwark right off the get-go. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why don't you wait before you take Stone of the Bulwark? Well, that's not part of the challenge. I want to see if we can get a full completed run from taking Stone of the Bulwark right off the get-go so I can showcase it. Obviously, I mean, Stone of the Bulwark is definitely, if you guys have ever seen my my RNG tier list, I meme on Stone of the Bulwark and I call it trash because it is trash. If you guys haven't seen it, I strongly suggest to go see that. It's a good watch. Now, hopefully, there it is. So we got Spiky Spine. That's actually massive for this build. We needed Spiky Spine. We need Spiky Spine, Stone of the Bulwark, and a lot of block chance. So, you know, Panlid is huge for us. If we can get tons of Panlids right there, boom, extra 4%. That's what we'd love to see. Now, we don't want to take Ninja Smoke. Ninja Smoke is a bad idea. Another Panlid, although battery is good too, I rather prefer to take the Panlid. Ninja Smoke will reduce our damage, especially our single target damage, because that's where we're going to be lacking the most. Now, if you guys don't know, if Spiky Spine blocks, it does a critical strike. Now, we want to make sure if we have 100% block chance, then we're immortal, and we can just do as much damage as possible. Stardew is kind of weak here, but that's fine. So we got our first Spiky Spine. That's amazing. You'll love to see it. Can of Varnish, great. Now, this is a hard challenge. I've already attempted this a few times. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not easy. Even being level 50 and having everything maxed out, it's actually still really difficult. So we got a handy ice pick. Perfect. We don't need that royal bayonet. Excellent. We're going to be abusing our dagger ring when it comes to bosses as well, but you can just see how bad it is. Just the level of attack speed that we do not have. I would not suggest to attempt this on any other class other than any class that has high abilities and very low cooldowns. For instance, if you use a Maestro, you're just looking for a bad time. Maestro is absolutely atrocious when it comes to Stone of the Bulwark. Trust me, I've tried it. It's not worth it. Now, hopefully we can get some good stuff here. Let's drop our items. Make sure to rig your inventory. Super Soda, perfect. That's going to help us huge with the amount of mana that we're going to need. Well, not really, because I'm pretty sure, isn't it off attack speed? I might be off of abilities. I'm unsure. I think it actually might be off abilities. So let's actually make that attempt here. Let's see if we use an ability. If we use this ability and attacks, it does give us, I believe it gives us mana. I'm unsure. I'll have to look at that later. But there we go. We're already coming on to our second frog here. We got another sausage. Now, hopefully we can get lucky and get an eyeball. That's what we really need. We already have the couple of Panlids. How many block chance? We're already at 78% block chance. Now, that's really high for us. Now, if we get to it is possible to get to 100%, by the way. And if you can get to 100%, you are literally at God tier. There's nothing that can kill you. You are the definition of immortality. But Squire is, you know, I feel like a lot of people don't give Squire enough love. Squire is like one of the weakest characters to build damage, and let's be honest, for good reason. I think, you know, having the need to get refinery ranks in order to get the damage up is in my personal opinion, a very rough mechanic. It is the hardest to scale, and even once you get it scaling, it still doesn't really pay off at the level that you wish it would. But, I mean, we deal with what we got, and I think Squire deserves way more love than it currently has. So we are currently only with 1 Spiky Spine. If we can manage to get like maybe 2 or 3 and get that 450% retaliation damage, that's when we're cooking with peanut oil. That's what we want to get. That's the bing bong beazle that we're looking for. We got lots of dead books though, so we might not even rely on trying to 100% block. We might just get crits anyways. Let's go ahead and sell these quickly. Just get these out of the way because it's really annoying. And hopefully we get lucky on getting an eyeball. Any eyeballs? No, not yet. Try it again. Please give me an eyeball. There it is. Okay, so we did get the eye. Perfect. That's what we needed. Another sucker punch. This is just going to ultimately help our spike damage. So far, Stone of the Bulwark hasn't seemed to be hemorrhaging too bad, but I mean, it's not like it's good. So if you watch the retaliation damage, you see how we're doing 11k with the retaliation damage. It's doing pretty good. It's doing work. And we have tons of food. So when we get to the point where we actually have to fight the big guys that do 20 plus damage, since we have so much block chance, we might not even have that issue. I believe, do we have Armadillo? Yes, we do have Armadillo, so we want to stack as much health as possible. But I was actually a huge fan of attempting this challenge. I did get one completion already with the challenge the first time around, but unfortunately, due to corrupted data, I actually lost the recording, and it was a juice run. I had 4 spiky spines. But, you know, it is what it is. Isn't that part of content creation at its finest? When you expect something to happen and it's too good to be true, you know, you just get slapped in the face with a fish. You know, that's about my life. But we're doing pretty good. You know, you can see that we're clearing these guys quite efficiently. And if they try to attack us, we're not really taking any damage. We're practically immortal at this point anyways. Building up some nice juicy money here. Maybe we can get another spiky spine. That's an armadillo. Okay, all right, that's fine, I guess. Stardew, not going to really help us. Yeah, we'll do the heart. Sugar Rush, kind of, it's okay. Sugar Rush is okay. It's making it a little bit more manageable. We don't need that many rib cages. I feel like we should be perfectly fine with the amount of rib cages that we have by the time we get up to the second tier. Our drop rate is currently at 2.41, which is kind of bad, actually. It's usually a lot harder to get the eye. I'm surprised we got the eye at this drop rate. But hey, I'll take it. We don't really need liar scraps. I would say, keep away from Ninja Smoke. Don't come near me. I don't want anything that you're selling. And we haven't seemed to be getting super lucky on RNG items. There's another pan lid. Perfect. Wow, they really want to give me Ninja Smoke, don't they? We'll take Blood Vial, and we'll just make sure try not to heal. Because we want to get those Blood Vial stacks as high as possible, just so we do as much damage as possible. But it doesn't probably look like we're going to be getting that anytime soon. There we go. Pan lid. Are we at 100%? We are at 85% currently. 85%, you can already see the power of it. Battery is going to be massive for us. We definitely want as many batteries as possible. Let's go ahead and sell this. But like I was saying, you know, Squire deserves more love. I'm really excited for World 5. How are you guys feeling about World 5? Personally, I don't think it can come soon enough, but we've seen the sailing skill so far that I'm excited about. I hope it's good. And I hope Divine Knight becomes really, really OP. Lava said it was supposedly to be OP, but I guess we just have to wait and see for the most part, right? But all around, I think World 5 is going to be great. I'm excited to do World 5 videos for you guys when it does come out and make sure everything is suited accordingly. We have 41. We have way more than enough than we actually need. So, I mean, that was a little overkill, but hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of overkill. It's not like our guides are overflowing with information aren't overkill, right? So it feels like it's with the trend. So now we're gonna make sure that we stand in front. We want to stand right in front of the boss so we can get as much damage as possible. We have over 3.5 minutes. Come on, give me a spiky spine, RNG voucher. Okay, that's fine. Stardew drop, I guess we'll take that. Now you can see how, just take a look for a sec. See our auto attack. See how bad that is? This is the problem with Stone of the Bulwark. This is the huge problem with Stone. I don't know why I'm not taking damage there. I'm just trying to get in the hitbox. Come on, get me in the hitbox. Please, game, get me in the hitbox. I think I'm in the hitbox now. Let's see. Bro, really? There we go. All right, we gotta be in the hitbox, right? There we go. Okay, so now we are doing mad damage. Now you see I'm abusing the dagger ring. When you catch the dagger ring, it reduces the cooldown to pretty much nothing. So we can get right in there. That's another armadillo, feels bad. But as you can see, the spiky spine is really pulling off, synergizing quite nicely with the Stone of the Bulwark, so you love to see it. Let's get some little bit of items here, a little bit of enforced slasher action. You love to see it. Beautiful enforced slasher. And now, if you really want the extra block chance, we're currently at 85%. If you want some more block chance, you can buy some armor here. Just pick a little bit up. Get that going, and then you could also buy a couple of RNG just to try to boost up that block chance a little bit. But I mean, it's not really necessary. But you can see how we got an extra 3 there. And there we go. Just like that. Boom. 4th frog done with Stone of the Bulwark at the very beginning. See, I just showed you guys the Stone of Bulwark is possible. Is it fun? I mean, the challenge was fun, but are you going to take this build as a meta build? Absolutely not. Absolutely, positively not. You do not want to run this. I gave it F tier for a good reason. And you can just go to see that it took a complete amount of synergy to make this work. Sure, you get to be an immortal god, which is absolutely fantastic, especially if you're trying for early progression. But I mean, Horn of the Fool is by far better. Even Triad of the Mana Fine is considered better in my opinion. And we only did this with 1 Spiky Spine. Imagine if we had imagine if we had 3 Spiky Spines doing that 450% damage, and you can just see how hard it is to scale up the damage in the first place. Like, you see that we're not doing crazy damage. We're doing like 17k. Like, this would not work out in, for instance, World 3. World 3 would be absolutely painful to try to pull this off. But I mean, hey, at least we get to showcase it. At least we get to have it. So, I mean, if you guys want to attempt this challenge as well, I mean, like, feel free. But you're gonna not get a full clear from this. I mean, we're barely getting close. And, like, we only have 1 hut left. So, I mean, it is possible. I'm sure there's some people that are going to be able to pull it off. But, I mean, let's be honest. It's going to be very, very close. But you can tell if you really want to try it, it's super beginner friendly. Like, you don't die. But, you know, you got to be really, really on the ball. That's why I took those MP cards. That's why I took that 10% block chance, just to make sure that we get as much block chance as possible. And you need Spiky Spine. I can't stress this enough. This is the biggest problem with the Bulwark, is that Bulwark does not work on itself. You need to have some sort of synergy with it, and Spiky Spine is one of the best synergies to have with it, just because it doesn't require you to auto-attack or use spells in order for it to get on, because it's a huge % amount of damage, but it doesn't do that much % amount of damage. Holy moly, we did a full clear with it. So not only did we just beat the 4th frog with Stone of the Bulwark at the beginning, we did a full clear before the time was up. That video doesn't get much better than that, my dudes. And maybe we get 100 here. Let's see how it is. So we are first one, 30, 19, 48. Come on, give me 100. 94. Man, we were so close there. Come on, give me a hundo. 87. All right. It's not going to happen, is it? 25. Well, we did pretty good. We got Stone of the Bulwark at the start for the challenge. We ended up completely killing 4th frog without an issue. And we ended up doing a full clear on the map. Wow. Talk about a challenge. And as you guys can see, this is our overall ending abilities. We have 4,500 to 18,000. We have 60% crit chance, 2.55% crit damage. Block chance is 105%, so we're absolutely immortal. You cannot kill us. We will block everything. Movement speed is 194%, and drop rarity is at 2.52. Kind of low. You want to get that a little bit higher for this build. But hey, there you go, my dudes. Stone of the Bulwark challenge. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell to make me a happy man. And leave me in the comments section, what do you think about this build? And also, if you guys didn't know, I stream on Twitch. If you guys want to come check me out, I know, shameless plug, but we do it anyways, and we do it live. But anyways, my dudes, tune in for the next IdleOn video. Stay safe, happy grinding, and peace out.